We have returned once again to the developer in Moscow, to their residential complex Will Towers. Today, we set up our interactive table and loaded it. The first version of our application, Graphstoid, is now ready, and we are going to train the sales department so they can start using our app. Just a month and a half after development began, we often get asked what is included in the first stage of developing our tool and what exactly we show in the sales office after a month and a half. We have access to the infrastructure of the residential area. The only thing is that all the surrounding buildings, except for the target residential complex, are rendered as simple volumes in grey blocks. Nevertheless, the buildings are in their correct locations with their actual shapes and sizes. Therefore, a resident of the area or even a resident of Moscow can easily recognize the city even in this simplified blockout. Even at the first stage, we already have infrastructure with points of interest that we can review. In this case, we selected cafes and restaurants and can see that the Cafe Elysium is a 13-minute walk from the residential complex. We switch between points of interest and see what surrounds us. The XFIT gym is 6 minutes away, 400 meters. We can also already take a look at the architecture of the residential complex at this initial stage. It is not final yet, it will be updated all the time. Development process. And it will only take its final form once we fully complete the project. Nevertheless, even now we have access to changing the time of day. We can see what the residential complex will look like early in the morning or at night. This is not the final night scene yet. We are working on the night scene separately. Nevertheless, this functionality is already available. And we can take a walk around the landscaped areas, in this case the children's playground. The first time we are accompanied by instructions, but after that they won't bother us anymore. And we can walk around and look at the landscaping. Moreover, the landscaping plan matches what the developer will actually use. The planting plan also corresponds to the actual planting plan. Also, even at the first stage, we can select the section we're interested in, get to know its architecture in more detail, and examine it from all sides. Floor plans appear for us at the second stage, and at the third stage, we fully populate the floor plans with apartments so that you can already take a virtual tour, including through the apartments themselves. There is also a tab available about the project. Here, in automatic presentation mode, we can fly through key points of this property and the preliminary camera fly around. Even though the external infrastructure is not yet fully built, we set up the camera fly around in such a way that all the most highly detailed objects are included in the video fly through, and even now this fly around looks quite rich, interesting and beautiful. This is what the first stage of our project looks like.